Champagne meets planes.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, I'm Justin and welcome to the channel. And in this episode, we take you guys into the heart of Wales where we tackle some of the most infamous tracks the country has to offer. So grab a cold one, sit back and enjoy. So First Lady for a Shave is a 3.5 hour journey from our starting point over to the start of a very infamous track known as the Bastard Lane.
Right hand down a bit more. Slowly. brave now. Not that brave. So, right hand down. And gentle. Salisbury Plain meets Wales.
Yeah, exactly.
Morning guys, so a little bit of a recap from yesterday. Yesterday was quite interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So the initial plan was to, I kind of had this route planned out in my head to try and tackle all the iconic tracks in Wales, well, as many as we can fit in one day and make it a good experience for the three of us. So we headed north to Bastard Lane. That was first on the list, probably not the most wisest decision, thinking of it now. However, we wanted to work our way down south, and because we were staying in Nash Oak again. So thank you Shirley, thank you Rick for having us again. Anyway, so that was the idea, is kind of from north, head south, get to Pristine, and then go from there. So we arrived at Bastard Lane and...
Save the sheep.
Oh yeah, we saved the lamb as well. So
Save the sheep.
we did that. So that was our good deed for the day. So we arrived from the northern entrance of Bastard Lane. So you kind of meander through the wood line on a very tight sort of tarred road, and then you arrive next to like a farmhouse, and then you go up a shaly rock section, dirt track, and then kind of plateaus out, and then we stopped, we aired down and got ready for the day, and it seemed pretty mediocre.
Just a normal little track. We thought, oh, it's going to be lacquer, just straight lead through, and
We teetered around this tree, and we kind of dropped in, and then as I walked over to obviously set up the camera and stuff, I got a quick glimpse of what we were facing, and I was like, today's going to be interesting. So as you come around the tree, there's this beautiful huge. I think it was a pine tree that large.
Yes, yeah, that when I went
branch.
over the corner there.
Yeah, so
yeah.
beautiful branch that kind of sticks out. You have to kind of teeter around that, and then you're greeted with some really technical rock sections. That if you don't have a locker and you have a long wheel base vehicle such as ours, like double cab pickup, it does become very, very technical. And if you do approach it from the north side, which we did, and you don't have a winch, you're going to have a very, very hard time. Very, very difficult time. So I think
that's putting it lightly there.
yeah.
So what I can remember from yesterday was the order keep left.
Yeah.
So that's the only order we got given was keep left. So Justin has obviously gone and set the camera. You ran away, came back, and the order was keep left. And then yes, we were greeted with the infamous rock step.
Yeah. So we got everything in position. We assessed the area. We had a look at the lines. We did all the right things in terms of just planning the whole section, looking for trees, winching points. So we got that into our heads because we knew straight away. I don't have a locker. It's going to be a tricky time to get up there. Obviously the vehicles are heavy, long wheelbase, and a lot of the vehicles that we've seen go up there through videos and stuff has been short wheelbase vehicles, and they tend to hit the left hand side of the rock step, which is quite a sheer drop, and these guys get up there. But we did find remnants of glass, and
Oh yeah.
so there was some vehicle damage that happened in the past, so we didn't want to have the same thing happen to us because we've got a full 2 days of wheeling to go, so we had to take every precaution we could. And then we had first class teamwork from obviously Lyndon and Tom, and just ourselves getting the truck in position. Awesome spotting by Tom yesterday.
Yeah, come
he
forward.
just got into position,
Right hand down a bit
work,
more.
and basically control
Forward.
the situation. And that's what you need from a spotter. Someone
Right
who
hand
just takes
down a bit
control,
more.
and then the driver and the spotter are the only two who communicate.
Slowly.
And he did a first class
Very slowly.
job of that. And then we did a really successful winch up the step.
Oh yeah. Again. So you probably see from the video.
Yeah.
But that rock step, and then there was just nothing around. As
Yeah.
you said about the glass, we didn't want that. We tried packing, and yeah, Tom just straight away he just said, right, we're going to do this, and the recovery gear we used. Oh, we literally got it like a kid in a candy store. We just got the toys out. But the thing is, we needed them.
Yeah.
We absolutely needed
Yeah.
them.
That really, really helps. So we used all of my winch line. So we left a spool on the drum, and we used an extension strap for myself. So I had a 20-meter extension strap. So what we did was we actually doubled up on my winch. We used the pulley block from Factor 55, and that worked an absolute treat. And then we used the extension strap, and then we need a second extension strap
Yes.
with a tree strop, and obviously some soft shackles, and it worked an absolute treat. I have used my winch before in setting it up, and with that pulley block, it's unbelievable how that pulley block system, it doubles the pulling power of your winch, and I hardly felt any strain in the winch, and it just basically just teetered me over the rock step, which was pretty good. So we got up, that was pretty good. We felt pumps, it was pretty successful.
Well, we use this lightly because yours is higher than mine.
Yeah.
So I was a bit nervous. I was a bit nervous, but luckily Tom went second.
Yeah, and he's got a big truck.
That's a monster truck.
He's got a big truck. He's got 35-inch tires. He's got I think about a 6-inch or 4-inch lift, or
8 inches.
it's massive.
Yeah,
huge
8 inches
lift.
from standard.
Huge lift.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we didn't think anything of it. We got obviously my vehicle in position where we could use to pull Tom off if we needed to. So we were in a good position to carry on forward. But unfortunately, on one of the first rock steps, he blew his CV.
Salisbury Plain meets Wales.
Which was very, very
exactly.
unfortunate. So even though we still had 3-wheel drive, we kind of had to really assess the situation. Tom and I kind of scouted ahead and had a look at the track, and it was quite undulating and overcam in sections. So we could have still made it through, but I think we made the wise decision. It's like, okay, this is pretty hairy right now. Let's not do any further damage.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, what also happened is it broke the axle shaft housing as well.
Yes, yeah. So it's a diff housing, through shaft protector. Yes.
Yeah. And we didn't realise this on the track, that actually went, and we extracted the CV out, because as you can imagine, CV is attached to the wheel on an IFS vehicle, and as the wheel turns, the CV spins. And so we had to extract it, otherwise it was just going to cause mayhem in that area. So we extracted the CV, and we thought, okay, cool, we're pretty good. But it turns out the CVs on the IFS vehicles, I didn't even know this, that they actually hold all the bearings in place. So there was a lot of wobble
Yeah.
in the wheel. We didn't realise this until we got off the track. So we basically spun around, got off the track.
Yeah. So what it is that, so from the disc, brake disc, and then you obviously had your wheel bearing.
Yeah.
It all just center lines it, compresses it all together
Yeah.
against the wheel bearing. It just holds it true. And yeah, well, we went to know until we got off the lane.
Yeah. I think I think yesterday we learnt very valuable lessons in terms of winching, teamwork, spotting, how our trucks reacted in these situations, how our driver skill, how we learnt those things. And then yesterday with the CV, that was another thing. When we got off the track, by extracting the CV, we had wheel wobble, so we stopped and we had to assess it. And through closer inspection, we found that's when we found the casing was actually damaged, completely split. So we were leaking diff oil. Luckily not on the track, so we didn't see any oil on the track whatsoever, which was quite bizarre. And then when we got off the track and we stopped in the lay-by, that's when I looked underneath the vehicle and there was just diff oil everywhere. So I was like, oh dear, this is a lot more worse than what we first thought. But
Yeah.
key to obviously extracting the CV is tools as well.
Tools, yeah.
Yes.
We used all sorts of tools yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, so out on the track we had Halford's tool sets, and I can't really give them enough praise for that,
Yeah.
because they were lifesavers. They were absolutely lifesavers. So if you're going to plan a trip like this, one of the questions I asked Justin before I came was tools, and that just proved it yesterday, that anything you could plan, everything to the minor detail, but it will all just change.
Yeah.
And it did.
It did
And it
yesterday.
did. So that was fantastic. So Halford's tool set, if you're gonna go,
Yeah.
if you're gonna plan a trip like this,
Yeah.
something simple. Many brands are available, but
Yeah.
that Halford's professional tool set, yes, this was a lifesaver.
Yeah. Because it was quite. I mean, obviously, as you can tell from a tool set, it's quite. You get everything you need. One thing that we were very very lucky, we had the right size socket, a 36mm socket to extract the CV. So that was in Tom's tool set. So
Yeah.
so that all of us learned a very valuable lesson. Obviously, now we giving you guys the tips as well. So and we had obviously you used your jack.
Yes.
You've got the Eagle jack.
Eagle, Pro Eagle, yeah.
Pro Eagle jack. It's like an off-road jack. That thing is an absolute lifesaver. That's got like a little adapter.
Yeah, so it's got like a little spacer. So gone are the days where you used to have to pack it out with some wood to try and get up to the height.
Yeah.
Now it's got a little telescopic spacer that you can obviously bring it up to your vehicle.
Especially if you've got lifted vehicles. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely for 4x4 in, it is unreal, and you just chuck it around. It's got really meaty tires on it.
Yeah.
Pull it around
That
everywhere.
was awesome. Awesome jack. Awesome jack.
Yeah.
So that came really handy. So, and then obviously the recovery gear. So yesterday was very very interesting. So when we were in the lay-by, Tom had to make we had to make the conscious decision on do we carry on? Can we carry on? So we did try and extract the body of the CV and try and use the stubby part. And
Yeah, split the knuckle.
Yeah, split the knuckle and try and get that stubby in there and compress the bearings, and then we would have been fine. But it looks like the CV on the wheel side was like kind of cold pressed in, or
Yeah, so well, I'm sure somebody out there will say it to us, but it
Yeah.
almost looked like obviously it's splined on, like
Yeah.
the bearings were pushed on. So one of the days where I thought it was C-clipped hold. So
Yeah.
just a simple C-clip and it would fall apart, but no.
yeah, we tried everything yesterday to try and get it back in, and yeah, it just, and then we had to make conscious decision. Do we carry on? There's some damage here. Do we risk it? So unfortunately, Tom had to make the decision to get recovered, and it was yeah, pretty expensive recovery.
Yeah.
So this is obviously a tip for you guys out there that you know, if you're planning something like this, we all learned very, very valuable lessons yesterday. So be
Yes.
prepared for not every eventuality, because then you'll be carrying everything in your house. But
But have it in the back of your mind.
yeah,
So, well, again, it comes with, as you say, is knowing your truck.
yeah,
Knowing its weak limits, and this is how we learn about it and stuff like that.
yeah,
But yeah, just try and don't never say it's never going to happen.
yeah,
That's the thing. It's always have it in the back of your mind and prepare yourself for it.
yeah. So I mean, we stayed with Tom. He was gonna. We got to the label about, I think about 7 o'clock around there. So we had a full-on day in the track, obviously with the recovery and everything. So it kind of put everything on hold. The rest of the stuff we stayed in the lay-by, and we were going to sit with him and wait until he got recovered. And he got recovered at about just after 10 o'clock last night. So which was a nice surprise. We actually were initially told after 12 o'clock,
yeah.
basically midnight. So we were prepared. So I got the awning out.
That's what
We
it led
basically started cooking on the side of the road. And we actually had a really nice chat. And then we were surprised by obviously the recovery guy turning up at 10 o'clock. What a nice chap as well. So thanks to him for helping Tom out. And yeah, we've learned some very crazy lessons. So we rolled into Nasho last night.
Oh, mint.
I want to just add something there. If every campsite had this entrance, I would be camping every single day.
I wish every campsite had this entrance.
That's kind of why I'm back here, and I wanted to bring the guys back here because it's a really, really nice place. So thank you, Rick and Shirley. I really appreciate it. We did warn them beforehand that we would be rolling in late, so they were more than accommodating. And so yeah, we're rolling in here about midnight, and we set up camp, got the fire going, had a few beers, and just kind of went over yesterday's.
The best tasting cider. The
Yeah.
best tasting cider because
well
it was
earned.
well deserved.
So well earned, eh? And yeah, obviously this morning woke up, beautiful day, nice and warm actually. Even though it's overcast, it's actually quite warm. Had a good brekkie, so we're gonna basically crack down camp, and we're gonna do what we were supposed to do yesterday and go do Strata, Florida. So it should be a good day. And then we see where we go from there. So I know in this area there are more tracks local to this area. So there's a few that I don't want to spoil just yet. So I'll let you guys watch the video and less of us.
He hasn't told me.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a first for us for the local tracks around here. So we're just going to go on a nice adventure search for them. But first things first today is get Strata, Florida under our belts and get that done. So yeah, have a good one, guys.
Up and at him.
It is beautiful.
nice day, Strata, Florida. We've just come through one of the sections of the track, and what is quite disappointing to see is people have camped and stuff. They've just left their crap here. So, you know, fair enough you guys are camping or whatever, but just take your crap with you. You know, it's not hard.
Nothing but footprints, and take only but memories.
There you go. You heard it from the horse's mouth. I mean, I carry a AOB bag on the back, easily accessible. So if you've got trash, just pick it up and just chuck it in there. It makes things so much easier, and it makes it more pleasant for everybody else. And we want to have beautiful tracks like this closed down. So, not cool, guys. If you see someone doing it, just tell them stop. Put it in the bin.
What a machine! Come on, baby! What a machine! Get up there! Woo!
thunderstorm or see rain clouds, we get back very quickly. I know we probably won't ever do it, but there's places in like Australia and America. It's fucking
It'll zap you.
car gone.
Oh, flash floods.
Just like what's his face?
Are you hearing this?
You know that Okie on YouTube?
What Okie?
You know the one that his new chip he was talking about last time?
Oh, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Oh, his latest video from Ashburton with the flash
so
floods.
twice, not once. Lightning strike twice.
So we just finished the bomb hole. Now that was exhilarating.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. Oh.
So I got as far as with Gary, another mate with the Ranger, just up from there where Glass was doing some repairs here. And I must say, and Lyndon is in total agreement here, the upkeep of the lane is absolutely superb. The environment, as you guys can see around here, is just
Pristine.
absolutely pristine. I mean, there is a couple of off-piste tracks and stuff, but 98% of it is pretty awesome.
Definitely, yeah.
So we stopped in a little area here. There's like a little sandbank island type thing after this water crossing, and there is a bothy just kind of off in that direction. So we want to go check it out. So basically, you could potentially park your vehicles around here and go and stay in the bothy. I think it's generally made for hikers, if I believe rightly, if they get caught in some weather. And it was first designed, first made for inclement weather, I believe. So
Yeah, for the loggers, isn't it?
yeah, but what an awesome place. I mean, you've got a river. Well, we haven't seen another human being since we've been on the track.
Oh jeez, we got on the track 12 o'clock. We've not seen another person.
Yeah, it's what's yes, Hoppers 5. So Hoppers 5, and we've been absolutely blessed. There's not a cloud in the sky now.
Oh, you cursed it now. You've absolutely cursed it. But no, oh, it's just beautiful.
Absolutely insane, eh? Right. Can you imagine come staying here?
Oh.
Let me just point out that my little African friend here prefers to walk barefoot.
Hey, natural shoes. Natural shoes.
Natural shit.
30-year-old leather, that is.
Get a load of this. Just look at the setting, man. Hey.
Oh. If you were to like describe it in a fairy tale, this is what you would describe.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
A little footbridge here to the right. I suspect maybe that's like a walking trail, a hiking trail or something. This is just awesome, eh?
Oh, it's just beautiful. So, just chill. Okay.
So what does it say here? The Mountain Bodies Association. That's awesome. Do such a good job here. Let's check it out. Oh wow. This is wicked.
No fires, but then they decided to be fire.
Yes. Oh, there's a log burner there. Oh wow.
No fires outside the body. Guest book?
Oh, guest book. And we'll be signing that in a second. And I take it this is where you can basically chuck your sleeping bags and stuff.
I'm not being funny, but that's some ingenious
For some light,
right there.
yeah.
That is perfect.
That is awesome.
Kudos to that man.
That's wicked. I can just imagine how awesome this place must be if you're outside in some really bad weather, especially here in Wales.
Yeah.
And
Sauce to chopped down the firewood.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's done a little sketch there as well.
So there's another.
Oh,
Someone's done a little sketch there. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
And we've got what looks like an old.
Logging map.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
So the body code. This is quite interesting. So if you want to stay here, respect other users. Please leave the body clean and tidy, dry kindling for the next visitors. Oh, that's quite cool. Hence why there's stuff in the log burner and stuff ready for the next user. That makes so much sense, because if someone's literally out there in inclement weather,
The last thing they're going to need to try and do is
yeah,
firewood.
is go find firewood. So that is awesome. Respect the body, as you know. Obviously, that's common sense. Respect its surroundings. Please observe any restrictions, of course, and respect restriction on numbers. So large groups of 6 or more should not use the body. Bodies are not available for commercial groups. Note that bodies are used entirely at your own risk. There you go.
Sorry, but I'm so...
This is wicked, eh?
Yeah. Thank you, Wells.
Dartboard.
Yeah.
Just need to bring your own darts though. Oh, knife and stuff. Oh, bicycle. Cables. Yeah.
That's very good. It's nice.
What is it?
Bolt cutters or?
Looks like bolt cutters.
So suckers.
Oh, to cut some kindling and stuff.
kindling, yeah.
Oh, handy. So, to the MBA, well done. I think this is really impressive.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
For what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Holy smokes, this is really cool. And basically just leave it as you found it. Clean and tidy.
Yep.
So it looks like they've been planting trees.
Daffodils.
Old daffodils, yeah. And that
You
looks
can't
like
come to Wales and there's not been daffodils, you know what I mean?
yeah. This is awesome though. So we've got old ruins here. Yes, the building must be so old, eh? Gosh. Oh. Must be the maintenance teams that go up there.
Or even like dining, biking or something like that.
Yeah.
This is...
It's another. So basically, there's all structures here. See, there used to be a structure there, structure here.
So like, you probably find back in the day there was like a logging like family.
Yeah, it could have
or
been, eh?
something like that, which-
Yeah. Another structure here and one
If
there.
anybody's got any more information on it, we'd like to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
that's pretty cool.
Isn't nature awesome?
Yeah. It's rad, dude.
Inside will all be that sort of really soft and just full of roots and dead foliage. And just over years it just gets compressed. And then that's what makes the water go this colour. So as the water flows through it, underneath it and between it, makes the water flow like this. That nice, rich brown.
Brown colour. Clear, but brown.
Oh, this will be clearer than clear. You put the Chisels water and it'll
Yeah.
be nature's best filter.
Oh, yes. Lyndon and I this morning kind of packed up, said our goodbyes to Rick and Shirley at Nash, and we've heard some noise about a local green lane not too far from the actual campsite. It's called Water Break Its Neck. Oh wow, yeah, you can see the quite a drop. So what we've done is we've actually come and found the lane. It's basically just outside New Radnor, and which is quite nice, and there's supposedly quite a picturesque waterfall here. So, and the actual green lane, depending which way you take it. So if you go to sort of New Radnor, you'll be quick access to the waterfall, or you can go to the opposite side and come over the hilltops. So what we're going to do is when we leave here, we're going to go up and over the hill, and then we're going to head on home. But we thought we'd show you this because this is absolutely awesome so far. Bloody hell.
Straight down. There. Right down there. This is. I wonder if it's snakes. Down.
Yeah, it must do, yeah. So we're just following the footpath. So we've just gone, instead of going to the car park, we've carried on with the green lane, and we've stopped just up on top of the hill, and there's a little footpath that comes over here. Oh yeah, it looks like an old footbridge here.
Hi, you alright?
How you doing?
Good, he just likes swimming.
That's cool. Yes, this is old, eh? Try and give you guys a glimpse of these, how big these trees are. These are some really, really big trees. It's a pretty steep hill we're going down here. I'm glad it's not raining.
Oh, you can see a little TikTok
Yeah,
taking it down. So it's got
chopped it.
bottom from the middle in.
Yeah. Oh, rotten, eh?
Yeah. So obviously that's
Yeah, they probably
Good
did the
work.
right thing and chopped it down while they could
yeah.
before it fell on someone.
Maker, don't they?
Oh yeah. And look at the size of the trunk on that bad boy. Gosh. So it might be a good idea, just looking at this now, if you go to the car park first and then go back up the green lane, because we're gonna have to come back up all this or walk around on the green lane. So yeah, this is pretty damn steep. So be prepared.
Tell you on the way up.
Yeah. But this area looks like it's been sort of untouched, especially the trees around the river and that, for absolute centuries and centuries. So, which is quite nice to see that it's unspoilt. Literally, if I had to run down here now, no, I'd see my ass very quickly. Right, I'm going to see you guys at the bottom. That I hate seeing.
Yep.
What the hell? Anyway, what I was trying to show you. Yeah, trying to give you guys a perspective of how big this is.
Okay, stand there.
Go hug that tree, man. This is how big this tree is compared to Linden. Basically just stood next to the tree. This thing is gigantic. This is incredible.
Bloody huge. And it just goes.
Straight up, man.
It's almost like an American pine. It's mad.
Oh, there's big redwoods.
Yes, yeah. And a tree.
Wow. Oh, that thing must be so old. There's a few of them around here. So it's quite an old forest, this.
Hey, wake up.
So we're currently at the foot of the path here. So let's see where this takes us. My African friend is trying to find a shortcut. A friend of mine is all the way up there with flip-flops on, and that's near enough almost vertical going up there. Yeah, there's nothing to grab onto. Yeah. I wonder how either someone's just come down there, because that's crazy steep. Almost went for a swim. I think on that note, we're going to head back up to the trucks.
It's a good way.
But definitely, if you guys are in the area, come check this place out. It's quite tranquil and
Definitely.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, it's really nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episodes. And go check out Nash Oak Wild Camping. You guys won't be disappointed there. You've got obviously Rick and Shirley who really look after the campers, so you'll be in good hands. So enjoy it, and we'll catch you in the next one.